Hey everyone. Last summer, we went on a quest to find the country's most interesting and unique bars and restaurants. So we got in the RV, and with a Jeep in tow, this is what we found. We left our house in Scottsdale, Arizona, bought an RV, hooked up the Jeep, and hit the road what would be a 3-month tour of the California coast. So we started in Scottsdale, ended up in Vegas, went north to Yosemite, through the Bay Area, down through Pismo, then we hit Malibu, Huntington, Newport, finally San Diego, then back home. So we stopped in Vegas, but Vegas is a video all its own. It does not need much description on this one, so I'm going to leave Vegas out of this one for now. We did win, however, see some things I've always wanted to see, which made that trip great. Finally ended up in Yosemite, and Yosemite is one of the most scenic places in the entire world. I grew up there as a kid. This was actually my view out of my front yard when I was about 4 years old, and there's my childhood house right there. Next, we headed to Bass Lake and hit the place that was famous for the old 90s Sixer in the movie The Great Outdoors. The building was replaced, but the story still remains. They have some very strange policies when it comes to appetizers. We then headed up to Half Moon Bay and then took the Jeep and pulled into San Francisco. Our first stop was Last Rites. I'd skipped this one. Last Rites did not do it for us. Wasn't really the greatest build, and I really was confused at their theme. Pagan Idol, on the other hand, was amazing. We went there in the daytime, so it wasn't really the same experience you'd get at night. There wasn't very many people there because of that, but it was a great place. The build out was amazing. You'll never get bored at exploring the different rooms and different areas they had here. The drinks were amazing. The drinks were very strong, and this is a place we would definitely go back, probably during the nighttime, so we can check out all the different areas they've had. They have a bunch of private rooms if that's your thing, and this place was definitely fun. I'd go back for sure. Then we are on to Smuggler's Cove. This is my top pick for build-outs at a tiki bar in San Francisco. I wish I had more pictures, but it was amazing. It's built on several floors, each one more interesting than the next. We headed over to San Jose and visited our friends at Cafe Rosalina, Rosie's New York Pizza, and Park Station Hatchery, all worth a shot. We rolled into Pismo on fumes and definitely paid the price by not thinking ahead and not getting gas at the place that was $6.65 a gallon. Lesson learned. Pismo was not really our thing. They let you drive on the beach, which is pretty cool, but the speed limit is 25 miles an hour, so there's that. We did, however, hit a wine tasting up by San Luis Obispo, which was amazing. We headed south to Malibu, and I'm not going to go into the restaurants and bars in LA because that's, again, an entire video of its own. We had fun with some friends in town, and we hit West Hollywood. On from there, we hit Newport Beach. We were there for a week or two and saw some really interesting stuff, aside from bars and restaurants. But Newport is a very interesting town, and please go check it out. It has some great entertainment, nightlife, police, vehicles, everything. We took the Jeep across the ferry and went from Lido into the peninsula, where we stopped and had a quick one at Nobu. It was okay, it's Nobu. Had another quick one at Javier's in Newport, which was all right. We really ended up at Blackies, which is our favorite. Blackies is a dive bar right on the boardwalk, which is amazing, and they even let Chihuahuas possessed by Satan in. On from there, we went to Royal Hawaiian, which is actually in Laguna. This place was great. It used to be open a long time ago. It closed down for a time, but now it's back and better than ever. We love Royal Hawaiian to the point of we went back once, we went back twice. All right, we went back 3 separate times, and it was amazing each time, so please give it a shot. Next up was Strongwater in Anaheim, which was one of the best designed tiki bars I've ever seen, if not the best. Everything on there was spot on. Whatever you do, give this one a try. In heavy contrast to Trader Sam's, which is the tiki bar inside of Disneyland, this one was a miss for me. It seemed like kind of a cheap, touristy knockoff, but hey, it's Disneyland and that's what they do. So maybe skip this one. We got back in the RV for the final leg of the trip, which was San Diego. We ended up in Mission Beach, which is an amazing tourist town in the summer with its share of crime and disadvantages, just like any beach town. I like to give San Diego a hard time, even though it's one of my favorite places to go. And compared to LA, it's a very clean spot despite all what you may see driving by the boardwalk on your bike at any given day. So enough about the negative things about San Diego. It's actually a very fun place to visit. We did the touristy thing and caught a boat tour through the harbor. Of course, we did the tiki tour where they let you have a drink on the boat. It was really fun. Got some uni, not me, Amy did. We then hit the Marine Room, which I would skip this one. It's a very expensive fine dining place, just did not do it for me. If you're young and dumb, go to American Junkie and Gaslamp. And then if you love sushi, Izuki Sushi in San Diego, downtown-ish, I don't remember where it was amazing. This one's worth a shot for sure. We were then on to Fort Oak, an equally awesome place that it was a recommendation from a local. Then on to False Idol, which is a tiki bar hidden inside of a place called Craft and Commerce in the downtown area. This was amazing. Every square inch was accounted for. I would definitely give this one a shot. On to Mothership, which was not really a tiki theme, but it was more of a Star Trek science fiction downed spaceship sort of vibe to it. It was really cool. It was unique. I've never seen anything like that. The drinks were great. The service was great. And the ambiance cannot be beat. If you want the most unique experience you've probably ever seen, go check out Mothership. Just don't have too many drinks in the restroom because it can be really overwhelming real quick. We were then on to Born and Raised, which is my top 5 pick of all time. Born and Raised has the most incredible aesthetic I've probably ever seen in a fine dining restaurant. Do yourself a favor. Go at night and go upstairs. The upstairs level has some of the best aesthetics I've ever seen actually pulled off in a bar or restaurant. Next up was Captain's Quarters in Mission Beach. This place was kind of a miss for me. It was sort of tiki-ish, but it was more of a nautical theme. They had the portholes with the water outside, and there were some cool elements in there, including a squid in the corner, but some of the windows in there were too much, and it was a really confusing build. Not to mention, the drinks were incredibly expensive for the Mission Beach area. We then headed to Jay and Tony's Discount Cured Meats and Negroni Warehouse, which is actually the name of this place. This was a crazy, out of a science fiction dream I once had. They have some amazing aesthetics. They have a real working Macintosh turntable with a whole bunch of records, a super creepy Ronald McDonald, dinosaurs floating everywhere, and fun fact, the Consortium Holdings office is right there on the other side of the glass. Worth a shot for sure. On the can't miss list is the Lafayette Hotel. This is one of the most uniquely built places I think I've ever seen. Not only is it a hotel with an awesome bar, complete with party and drinks, photo ops, anything you want to do out there, it is an amazing aesthetic. Now, there's 5 or 6 bars in here, each with unique theme, a lot of them speakeasy style places, and the aesthetics, the uniqueness, and the interesting elements just do not stop in places like this. They've really thought of everything from the speakeasy style stuff, game rooms. It even has a bowling alley inside of it. So they did not miss anything when it comes to fun. Check out the Lafayette Hotel when you're in San Diego. This is #1 on the can't miss list. We tried to get into Morning Glory several times and they're always booked out. So if you want to go there, get a reservation, think ahead, but definitely do it. Morning Glory was worth a visit. Again, it's Consortium Holdings, so they have some of the most amazing aesthetics, the best menu designs, everything visual you could imagine. Consortium Holdings does it right, and this is no exception. This place has a vending machine for Moet splits. It's got one of the most unique dining rooms I've ever seen. So for breakfast, Morning Glory is it for sure. On a recommendation from a local, we checked out Raised by Wolves up by La Jolla. This place was really cool. Again, speakeasy vibe. The front of it looks like a boutique liquor store with every kind of cool alcohol you could imagine. And then right behind this Indiana Jones style fireplace sits the giant bar, big circle surrounded by a bunch of really cool, really low lit tables. And this place was very, very interesting. Again, Consortium Holdings, not one detail has been missed in this place. By all means, put Raised by Wolves on your list. The Realm of 52 Remedies was one of the most unique places I've been. I know I say that a lot, but this one may be the top 3. Every single detail was thought of here. This place was really cool. It was an Asian theme. They had old traditional Asian movies being projected on the wall next to the bar. And really, some of the most unique, some of the best tasting drinks I've ever had. Senaca Trattoria, if I'm saying that correctly. Again, one of the most attractive restaurants and bars. It's on the top story of a big high-rise in downtown San Diego. It is worth a shot during the daytime and during the nighttime. It looks amazing. Both instances, we went for lunch. We checked the place out. Not a lot of people there because it was lunchtime. It's more of a dinner spot. So go check out the San Diego skyline. Definitely come back at night for drinks. It's a whole different experience. The lighting is perfect. The drinks are great. And you have the most amazing skyline view of downtown San Diego. Whatever you do, put this one on your list as well. I hope you've enjoyed our list of the most unique and interesting bars and restaurants in California. Let us know where we should hit up next.